All right, fam, what's going on? It's your boy Riley with Legacy Harmonics, and today we're gonna go over a easy and simplified way to trade the Cypher Advanced Cypher Pattern. Now, if you haven't seen the first video on the bat pattern, go ahead and watch that as well, and then come watch this one. So in this video, I'm going to show you the two free indicators that I've showed in the first one. That is basically going to automatically find the pattern for you. And the other indicator that I use for entry and exit confirmations, and walk you through exactly what I would do. So let's go ahead and get to it. So you can see, right? So I trade the daily and the 4 hour, okay, for my patterns. At the beginning of the week on Sundays, well, here in where I'm at in the United States in Utah, on Sunday afternoon, I go through all my pairs and stocks and everything, and I go on the daily time frame. The reason is because I have the whole week ahead of me, and I don't want to be caught up on the computer or on my phone multiple times a day in the beginning of the week. Okay. And I find one or two pairs that I really, really like. One at least, if I can find one, and two at max. That's it. And then throughout the week, I'll kind of go on the 4 hour chart and start looking for patterns on the lower time frame. Okay. We'll go over why I do that later on in another video, but let's go ahead and jump right into this. So you can see right now that we have a Cypher pattern. Now, here's the two that I use, okay? So the first one, you're going to go to indicators, and you're going to type in RSI, and you're going to choose the relative strength index update. Then you're going to come hover over it, and you're going to change the RSI to 21. Go to style. I change the RSI based MA to blue, and I do the second line. Okay, that's all the only things I change. Okay. Then you're going to go back to indicators and type in the word harmonic. You're going to scroll down till you find auto harmonics pattern V2. Click on it, hover over it, hit the gear wheel. Style, I undo the tables. Trust me, it just is super confusing. You know, inputs, I override default targets. I go to trailing start stage. I disable it. Target 1 is 0.5, 2 is 786, target 3 is 1, target 4 is 1618. Then I come down here, and the only patterns I trade are Cypher, Butterfly, and Bat. Mainly Bat and Cypher. But for today, so you can unclick all these and choose the patterns you want, and then hit OK. I change text to black, and I hit OK. And that's all I do. It's the only changes I make. So as you can see, we have a Cypher pattern on the ADCHF daily chart. So let's go ahead and hit the replay and go back a little bit. So let's say you come onto the charts, and whether you already know how to do the Cypher pattern, so you can tell right here that you've got a pattern coming, or you come here and you see this and you think, okay, Riley, here's the question I have. This question I get a lot. Okay, this is technically a break of structure. You know, anybody who knows structure knows that this technically is a break of structure right here. Okay, no matter how you look at it, you have broken structure. You've created a lower low, which would usually mean you would possibly be followed by a retest and a lower low. So the first thing I do when I get a Cypher pattern completion, I go to the candle, I get my line bar, horizontal line, and I put it right at the bottom of that candle that closed for a bullish. We'll go over a bearish here afterwards. And then I do is I zoom in and I look, is there any place that this structure makes sense? Well, yeah, it does right here. This is the first time since October of 2000 that we've touched this area. Okay, so over almost 2 years, in 2 years, because we see where it played out, this is the second time it's touched right there. That is significant in my opinion. Now, let me make something clear. If, let's say the market was like this though, let's say it came up, did this little up or down, and just kind of went like this, consolidated, came up, came down, and then just kept going up. Okay, and this touch wasn't here. I'm not trading it because this is the first touch to this area right here in years, except for this one. Okay, back in like almost 3 years ago, whatever. I'm not taking the trade. I'm not. I want a recent after break of structure, because this is before broke structure, came down, broke structure again, consolidated, touched number 1, went up, down, up, touched number 2. Okay, so that's the first thing I do. I see if there's a recent, and by recent I mean within the last year or two, not 20 years back. Okay, we're on the daily chart, remember, so you can go further back. So that's the first thing I do. The second thing I do is I want to come down here and I want to look at my RSI. Okay, this is one of the things I use this for. Okay, I want to see if where my RSI is. Okay, well, as you can see, we're dipped down below the 30. Okay, on a bullish pattern, I want this to be at the 30 or below, but I also want it to be a second dip. What I mean by that is within the pattern, is there another dip? So you have right here, so you have this dip, and if I take it and I follow over, is there another dip? Well, yeah, right here. So I have two dips within the pattern. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, number three is I want this to come back in to the purple box. So let's see what happens on the second candle. Boom, there we go. We've closed into the second, we've closed into the purple box here. Now, an aggressive trader can take it at the completion, or it can take it at the close of the second candle to get it to close back in the box, okay? Now, a conservative trader, maybe someone who doesn't really want to feel like living life on the edge, you can wait until this purple line closes above this blue line, which would be the next candle. But watch. Okay, so you see the difference in the distance here. So if you get there, you've just gotten in 60 pips closer to your target than your first entry. Okay, either way, whether you get in here or you get in here because you see this close above the line, it doesn't matter. The steps from here on out are the exact same. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, you see our stop, and this thing about stopper, it gives you your stop loss and all your targets. So I'm going to hit my stop here. Gosh dang it. I'm going to hit my stop here. Okay, and I'm going to put my target at target 3, my overall target. I'm not going to put it at 1 or 2, and I'll explain why. So let's see what happens. Target 1 hit. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 50% of my trade off. Okay, I'm taking half my position off, so I guarantee profit. I'm moving my stop to my entry, just a little bit above it. Okay, a couple pips, that's it. Now I wait again. Ooh, we almost got taken out right there. You see that? Oops. Okay, so we are currently at target 2 hit. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm taking my stop and I'm moving it just a couple pips above target 2. Okay, and I'm going to either wait for hit target 3, or I'm going to want this purple line to come up to the 70 and close back below this blue line like this or something. If this purple line comes up to the 70 area on a bearish pattern and then comes back down and closes below the SMA, the blue line, which used to be yellow, then I'm out. And we've lost some money. We've only made money. Okay, so that's a bearish or a bullish pattern. Now let's go to a bearish one. EuroCAD, I believe on the 4-hour I found one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the 4-hour. Yeah. Okay, so we can see our pattern here. Okay, the stopper has found the pattern for us. Okay, so now let's go back to replay and let's start from where we see the market. Okay, that's a bullish cipher. Boom, we have our bearish cipher right here now. Okay, you can see the bearish worked as well. Same rules applied, or bullish. Okay, so let's focus on this pattern right here. Okay, so this is our completion right here. Okay, so we're going to take, remember I said we're going to take our line and we're going to draw it straight across from the candle close. Okay, now we're going to go back. Well, look, we can see, yes, this is my opinion, is an excellent one. Okay, we have a touch of support here, a touch of support here. We broke structure, touch of resistance. We're on our second touch of resistance. So that to me is a valid area to take this trade. Okay, and so number two is what we want to wait for this to come back in. Okay, so let's go to the next candle. No, almost. Okay, where not only are we in now the box, but we've also crossed that line. So that's two confirmations right there. So now we're on, we just knocked out 2 and 3. Plus look how high we were up here. Okay, so now we're gonna get our stops. Okay, we're in this trade. Our stop goes here, and our target goes to target 3, which is 100% retracement, right? So now I'm going to draw. Okay, but I'm gonna put on here all the targets because I'm gonna draw this pattern with the tool on here so that we can not be bothered by these other numbers. So this is the ABCD tool. So you just trace this pattern. And then I'm gonna hit this eyeball so it takes them off. Okay, so stop, target 1, target 2, target 3. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're in the trade. We know what's up. We know what's going on. Like I said, these daily and 4-hour patterns, they take longer, but it's okay. Ooh. Sometimes they take a minute. Okay, target 1 was hit. So 1 candle back, we're taking half our position off, moving our stop just past entry. Okay. Oh, target 2 is hit. So we're moving our stop to target 1. Okay, now remember I said, if we come down to this area with this purple line and back in and cross over that line, I'm going to be looking to get out regardless. So let's keep an eye on everything here. Okay, we're out of that box now. Okay. Keep your eye on this box. Keep your eye on this as well. So we're far down now, but we haven't come back in yet. Target 3 hit right there. Okay. Target 3 hit. 1 trade. Trade was 1. Let's see how many pips we got off that. We entered here, and we entered right here. Right. So we closed 470 pips, you guys. Okay, so it works, and it worked good. Okay, and then look what happens when we cross this line. Let's see if we can get it. So we cross this line. Oh no, it came back down. Let's see what happens when we cross this line. We're way out of there. This is way over. Okay, we're back in. We crossed the line now. Okay. So even if we would have waited to here, when it crossed that line, boy, I'd be out. I mean, but it just kept falling. It kept falling, which is fine. Don't be greedy. We made a killing off this. Okay, we made a killing off this. But if this would have crossed back above this purple box, into the purple box and over that blue line before target 3, I'm out. Okay, I'm done. I ain't trying to mess with it. So guys, I hope you like this video. If you do, please give me a like and a subscribe and a share. And I'll see you on the next one when we go over the butterfly pattern. All right, guys. God bless you. Keep it mobbing.